Hello, one and all. This is my view of My Hero Academia, chapter 366, Full Moon. And holy mother of God above this chapter. It certainly has people talking, as Lemillion decide the best way to stop Shigaraki is to wave his butt in the air and shake it like you just don't care. I love it. I freaking love it. Though, of course, it is utterly and completely stupid and ridiculous. But the question remains, is it appropriate both for the situation and for Lemillion himself? And on both points, I gotta say yes. I mean, right here, right now, Lemillion's trying to stop Shigaraki for just 2 brief seconds. 1, 2. That's it. But let's not forget, Shigaraki basically has the body of a god and the mind of All For one of the world's most evil and brilliant tacticians. So yeah, 2 seconds is a literal eternity, especially when Shigaraki literally says, "There is nothing you can do to stop me, you are too freaking weak." That eliminates all calm, reasonable, and logical options for Lemillion, so he decides to do something so utterly and completely ridiculous that even in All For One's 200 years of existence, he's never experienced it before. He puts his butt in the air and says, "Full moon rising tonight." And it works. Shigaraki is so utterly stunned and confused that he stops moving. I think he even laughs a little bit, which... holy mother of God, that's actually pretty impressive. And this gave Deku time not only to get inside the barrier, but to prepare an attack against Shigaraki, which actually managed to do some serious damage. Yay! Good for you, Lemillion. This actually kind of reminds me of The Gamer, great webtoon, I highly recommend it. The main character of that series, Jihan, has the ability where when he makes a stupid pose, his enemies, no matter how strong they are, no matter how godly they are left stunned and unable to move for a few brief seconds. It is a stupidly overpowered ability, and I freaking love it. But anyway, though, now we have to ask the question, does this make sense for Lemillion? And yes, obviously it does. This is not the first time he's waved his butt in the air. I think it's like the second or third time. It's completely within his character. And I also think it speaks more deeply to who he is as an actual hero. I've often said the difference between Deku and Bakugo is that Deku admired All Might because, he was a hero who saved everyone, while Bakugo admired All Might because he was a hero who always beat the villain. And Lemillion's ideal version of a hero is one who protects the smiles of the people, who makes them laugh, who acts like a complete goof if it means making people happy. Back when Aries smiled for the first time ever, Lemillion literally wept tears. It didn't matter they lost his quirk and his mentor as long as she was happy, as long as she was smiling, it was all freaking worth it. So yeah, waving his butt in the air makes complete and utter sense for this man. Anyway, though, the other big complaint I'm seeing is people saying, oh, now that Deku's here, the fight's basically over. I guess it means all the other fights are done, and we're getting like 10, 20 pages of this, and that's it, the series is finished. No, obviously not, for so many reasons, for so many reasons. Most importantly, though, is the fact this fight hasn't actually even started yet. I mean, Deku's fighting Shigaraki, yes, but he's fighting Shigaraki with a whole bunch of handicaps. I mean, Shigaraki is literally in a cage that keeps him from using any of his quirks. Any of his hundreds or thousands of quirks, including his ability to decay everything around him. One of the most overpowered quirks in this entire freaking series. So yeah, there is absolutely no way this fight is ending here. Shigaraki is going to find a way, somehow, some way to escape the cage. Or maybe he won't. Maybe Shigaraki will actually be defeated here, and at that point, All For One will take over. I know they've been saying for a while that, oh, this new being is a mixture of Shigaraki and All For One. But the behavior and actions we've seen in this fight so far, that's Shigaraki. That is 100% Shigaraki. And once Deku actually manages to take him down, yeah, then All For One's going to take over, and it's going to become a different fight. It's going to become a very, very different fight. I'm guessing he'll actually find a way to escape the cage, take out Aizawa, make sure that his quirk can't be copied anymore, and just, rain complete and absolute destruction down on Japan as things get really serious. And as for all the other fights, my guess is that once Deku beats Shigaraki, he'll see him like, hey, we won all the battles, yay! But then all the villains will take some quirk-enhancing drug or activate some new ability or power or second quirk given to them by All For One and become way more powerful, way more dangerous, and way freaking more deadly. And at that point, backup will arrive all across Japan. Huzzah! I mean, we're seeing like actual flight bombers in the background in this one shot, so I guess someone actually came to help. I mean, my best guess is the American military showed up either because the president changed his mind or the military basically said, yeah, president, we respect you, we love you, we work for you, but we can't actually follow you here. So we're gonna, basically commit high treason, steal these bombers, and go to Japan to fight off Shigaraki. I could see that. I could certainly see that. Anyway, though, as for who the other backup's going to be, I have some theories. I've been saying for a very, very long time since this war arc first began that we would get a Suicide Squad. Villains turned hero, or at the very least villains who decide, yeah, Shigaraki's whole New World Order that really doesn't fit me all that well, so instead we're going to take him down. Oh, I love that. Seriously, Gentle, La Brava, Rappa, maybe Korigiri. Oh god, the Crawler, that would be freaking amazing. Oh, I would love it. I would so freaking love to see that. And it would also really fit in with the whole theme of this big arc that literally anybody can be a hero, even a former villain. Huzzah! Oh, Stain! Obviously Stain! Oh, I would love that. I would freaking love it if Stain had to team up with Ida to take down Dabi. I mean, it would make a lot of sense because, Dabi is Shoto's villain, not Ida's, but there has to be some reason why Ida is on a battlefield against Dabi, a villain who he literally can't get anywhere near. Otherwise, the whole thing makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, though, back to this chapter, Shigaraki takes on a new form as he covers himself in fingers and makes his left hand super big, which, seems to be working as he's able to take down all the pro heroes, which is bad. Very, very bad. And as for the finger armor, that does actually make a lot of sense. I've been saying for a long time the reason why Bakugo was able to do some permanent damage to Shigaraki was because Bakugo is really freaking fast and powerful. He was able to close up on Shigaraki and do blows, literally at point blank range, whereas everyone else was, basically attacking from a distance. And when Sun Eater launched that giant plasma rifle at Shigaraki, he literally made like a dozen hands in front of him to absorb the blows. By the time it actually reached his body, it was at only a fraction of its full strength. Anyway, though, like I said, with his new form, all the pro heroes get taken out, which is, bad. Really, really bad. Deku's here, that's great and all. The whole plan was Deku to fight Shigaraki and beat him. But the plan also involves all the pro heroes, providing backup to Deku. And they can't really do that right now because Shigaraki has essentially beaten them half to death. Maybe Bakugo can step in and help out, but, he literally just had open heart surgery, so I feel like logic states that he shouldn't be up and running anytime soon. But heck, this is a manga, so Bakugo will probably be up and running in, 3 or 4 chapters. In fact, knowing Bakugo, I'd not be surprised if he was fighting by the end of next chapter. That would make a lot of sense. But even without Bakugo, Deku managed to deliver a very powerful blow against Shigaraki and actually knocked him off his feet. Huzzah! So maybe we'll actually win this fight after all. And then, like I said before, I think All For One will take control, find a way to escape the barrier, find a way to escape the quirk nullification, and become just infinitely more powerful. At which point, I'm not really sure what Deku can do to stop him, but it's going to be fun to watch. It is certainly going to be fun to watch. And I've theorized for quite a while the final fight of the series will take place inside the Quirk realm, where Deku will need to fight, Shigaraki / All For One. And if that does happen, I really do think that, Shigaraki's true self, Tomura, will pop in and actually have to fight alongside Deku to destroy the evil within him. That'd be so amazing. It'd be so freaking amazing. And if that does work, it would be technically possible for Eri to use her quirk to revert Shigaraki back into Tomura, to erase all the pain and darkness and just horror that he's faced throughout his life and allow him to grow up as a regular kid. Oh, I would love that. I would freaking love that. And if you allow me to go just really crazy, there is a very strong fan theory that Shigaraki was not in fact born with decay, but rather it was given to him by All For One. And that does make a lot of sense. What are the odds that, All For One's greatest enemy's grandson would develop such a powerful and terrifying quirk just by happenstance? It makes way more sense if All For One found the quirk or, forcibly bred the quirk and then implanted it inside of Tomura so that he would kill his family and just go completely and utterly insane. Anyway, though, if that is the case, and Ares is able to revert him back to a point before he had the quirk, then Deku is left with a child who has no quirk whatsoever and a very strong desire to be a hero. Yes, I am saying that it is technically possible that Deku can end up passing one for all down to freaking Shigaraki. I know it's insane. I know it is completely and utterly insane, but I would love to see it. I would freaking love to see it. Seriously, that would be amazing. It'd be so amazing. But please, let me know what you think. What'd you think of Lemillion shaking his butt in the air? Do you think it was stupid? Do you think it made a lot of sense for his character? Do you think it was a good way of stopping Shigaraki? Who exactly brought Deku to his battlefield? Was it America? And if so, did they go against the president's orders, or did the president change his mind? What's up with that? Will Deku actually manage to stop Shigaraki by himself? And if so, will All For One take over? And just please let me know what you think of my insane fan theory that Shigaraki will inherit One For All from Deku. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Especially because we get an epilogue of this series of Kota, Eri, and Shigaraki all being friends around the same age. Oh, that'd be amazing. We get a spin-off series, a sequel series of those three going to UA together. How amazing would that be? How freaking amazing would that be? Oh, I would love that. But anyway, be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace!